So a lot of people know of and love playing Marvel Legendary. And one of the things is it's normally got a lot of unique artwork created for the game. However, in this case, this is the box that they released and it uses all the movie stills. So it's phase 1, so it's just got all the characters from the... Well, it's got a couple of characters from phase 1 anyway. And it just uses all clips from the films on the actual cards. I think this may have followed when they released the Spider-Man box set when Homecoming came out. And obviously this already used all the movie art, but at the time, all the rest of the games used comic book art. So everyone probably got a bit annoyed about that. So now they've got an actual box set to use. And it makes sense to might keep going with this because obviously now there's a Guardians one out that mainly features to do with the actual films, number 1 and volume 2, as well as there should be like a phase 3 box set out or the Infinity War box set coming, which should have movie stills from the rest of the series. But anyway, let's open it up and see what's exactly in this box. First up, we just have a rule book, quite nice. All that tells you how to play. It's got a nice quick reference on the back there. Here we have playmat, so no board needed. Got a nice neoprene back. Comes in the box, already wrapped up. And it is just set up as all the legendary mats are. So you can roll that up and take it anywhere. And then the rest of the box here is just cards with dividers. So all the dividers are plain. You can get custom ones printed, which I'll probably do eventually. And pull them out. Firstly, I've got just spare cards, I think, with backs, or maybe they used to cover up the tops of decks. Not sure at the minute, they're just spare. First up we have the Hulk, and as you can see they're all movie stills from the actual Avengers, so they're all to do to the Mark Ruffalo Hulk rather than the original phase 1 Hulk film, or the film before that. And then next up we've got Thor, and these have obviously got stills from Thor and Avengers. Just scrolling through those there. And now hero number 3, Captain America. And again, he's got a couple of films to take from. And something they said about these guys is they're just carbon copies of the same heroes and stuff you'd find in alternative Marvel Legendary games. And here we have Iron Man. So while I don't have any other games to check, from what I read online when this box set came out, there was no need to get it if you had the original Marvel Legendary unless you just preferred the art. Because you could just get a regular box set of Iron Man and you've got the exact same cards. And our next hero here, we get Hawkeye. All of these are just from the Avengers by the looks of it. And then here we go, Nick Fury. It's quite cool. Most Marvel games don't actually get to play as Nick Fury, so there we go. He's included in this one as a hero. And the last hero is going to be Black Widow. Starting off with all of our villain cards. We've got here a villain set for enemies of Asgard, which is mainly to do with frost giants. Then we've got our Gamma Hunters, and these are all to do with the Hulk, and from Avengers as well. And here we have the Iron Foes, so these are Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2. And Chitari, so these are all going to be from the Avengers. And here we've got Hydra as well. So obviously Captain America. And now we should be moving on to the villain henchmen. Yep, so here we have Hydra Spies, and these are all just the exact same card, just used to bulk out the villain deck with some like henchmen you can battle. And our next henchman here, you can see Hydra Pilots. So it's mainly going to be Hydra and Chitari you're fighting, which kind of fits with how the phase 1 went. And we've got 10 rings as well. And the last lot of henchmen, the Hammer Drone Army. Now we're going to get to our 3 main villains, or masterminds. So we've got Loki to start with. And then next up we're going to have the Iron Monger, which I never realised his name till I got this game. And finally Red Skull as well. Now we get to just all the regular cards. So to start with, here we've got our Shield Troopers. And these are just your regular starting cards you'll have in your deck. Along with your Shield Agents as well. And these are all just exactly the same identical art. I think some of the other games you might have some alternate art on some of the cards, but no, these are all exactly the same. And then I think Maria Hill, or Shield Officer, yeah, no, Shield Officer Maria Hill, same thing. So next up, we're going to have all of our schemes. So these are what the masterminds are trying to accomplish. So you've got Invade Asgard, Replace Earth's leader of Hydra, Cosmic Cube and so on. Got Civil War in there, even though it's definitely not phase 1, but I guess they had to include enough schemes to keep you going. And then we have the plot twist deck, and it's all just identical plot twist cards for shuffling in later on, just so when it draws something happens. And the Master Strikes, again, just all the same art on the cards, just shuffled in the deck. And then finally, Wounds, again, the exact same card, all look exactly the same. And the Bystander deck, which actually has some unique bystanders in, like Carter and Jane Foster and so on. But all the rest are just the same, unique, identical cards with no effect. And finally, take that out. Some nice little foam things to keep all the cards in place. And that's everything included in the box. There we go, so that's everything's in the box. As far as I know, if you've got previous Marvel Legendary box sets, I don't think anything in here is new. It should all just be copies. I'm not too certain about the current movie expansions. I'll have to check. And obviously there is a future box set coming for this to complete the Infinity War saga. Again, that might have something new. I'm not certain for now. Anyway, there's going to be a couple more links to follow if you want to follow the game or follow the series. Otherwise, thanks for watching and hope to catch us soon.